Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Facebook ads versus Google ads. Many times when you want to run a campaign, promote a product, business or a service, you come across this question, that is, which platform is the best? Whether I need to use Facebook or Google. Now, I'm going to be explaining certain concepts and giving you some reasons and thought process behind which platform you need to use, and that will definitely answer this question. So, let's understand two important concepts within the digital marketing space, which is demand generation and demand capture. Now, when when you want to build a brand awareness about a new product or a service, or it can be even an existing product or a service or a business, and when you want to reach a large audience, you are basically generating a demand, right? You want people to know about your brand. You want to get the word out, and you're building that brand awareness. And in that case, the main objective is to reach as many people as possible, to increase your brand affinity and awareness. So that's on the left hand side, which is demand generation. On the right hand side, you have demand capture, which is getting that lead, acquiring that customer, and converting that cold visitor into a customer, making sure that they check out, whether it's an e-commerce store. So anything that involves converting a cold visitor or a lead into a customer, that's demand capture. You're capturing that demand, you're converting them. So this two important concept will be helpful to understand the thought process behind which platform is going to be suitable. The next thing I want to explain is about the industry that you are in. Now, that's your point number one. First, figure out which industry you are in. I mean, obviously, you know which industry you are in, but when I say we need to figure out the competition, I think that's going to be important. So, I'm going to give you an example. So let's think about a law insurance company or a law firm, right? Now, if you plan to use Google Ads, and let's say you come up with keywords like legal services, personal injury, or law firm related keyword, and you want to target everyone in the United States, look at the top of the bid cost per click. It can be as high as $150 for a single click. So in this case, clearly, your budget is not going to be sustainable, because you as a brand, or if you are an agency who wants to advertise on behalf of this law firm or legal service, you need probably, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars, just to understand like which keywords are converting. And obviously your client does not have that kind of budget, or you don't have that kind of budget to experiment on keywords. Because look at this, like truck wreck lawyer, $76, accident attorney, $68, vehicle accident lawyers, 67. So it's very expensive when it comes to the law industry, right? That's on one hand. Now let's take another example of a digital marketing service. Like, let's say you are promoting your digital marketing agency, and some of the keywords that you might be adding is digital marketing services, digital marketing agency. So the top of the page bid is like $7, $4, $5, but it's not going to cross like $10, right? It's it's a little bit on the higher side, because obviously there is a lot of companies out there trying to advertise the same thing, but the average cost per click is around like $4 to $7. So it's a much more reasonable cost per click. Now this is just in United States. If you move to Asia, the cost per click can be as cheap as $1 or $2. So first understand which industry are you in, and what is your competition. And when I said competition, how much other advertisers are bidding for that keyword. And as I said earlier, law firm is like upwards of $150 to $200 for a single click, for a top of the bid, range. And then if there is some other industry, it's like 4 to 5 clicks. Now, my quick answer is it it it's going to depend on how well you have your brand, um, you know advertised in the space. Like if you are a reputable brand and if you get a steady stream of traffic, and a lot of your traffic is like digital marketing services near me, or in a law firm near me, the intent is going to be extremely high. And in that case, if your objective is to capture that, then go for it, use Google Ads. But if you are starting out and if you are building that brand awareness, then I would say use Facebook ads. And one of the advantages of Facebook ads is, as seen in this image, you will be able to reach a wide audience initially, right? You can use interest based targeting, you can use um, affinity based targeting, you can use a couple of other options in terms of your audience demographic, and try to reach a wide audience and then drive traffic to your website. So the cost per click is going to be very low because you're using Facebook ads and you're building traffic to your website. And then what you can do is you can start collecting email addresses. You can even use a lead gen ad on Facebook to get subscribers. And then what you can do is you can build a custom audience by installing Google uh, remarketing tag on your website and start building that retargeting audience. And then you can use that remarketing list and then retarget them through Google Ads. Now that's a pretty cool strategy, right? What you are basically doing is you're starting out with Facebook ads, you are reaching a wide audience, you're building your brand awareness, the cost per click is going to be low, it's going to fit your budget, you're driving traffic to your website, and at the same time you're trying to collect leads. You can install an exit intent pop-up tool so that before they leave they fill out that form. You can run lead generation ads on Facebook, and you're trying multiple ways to get that hook, right? Once you get that email address, you can do a lot more. But not just that, you are also building a remarketing or retargeting audience, custom audience. And then you can run Google display ads on Google, obviously, to retarget them. I think that's a very smart approach. So that's just one example I can give you in terms of how you can figure out which platform is better. And again, on the other end of the spectrum, if you are strictly focusing on capturing customers through an e-commerce store, and if a lot of queries that you get for your business is buy X near me or buy XYZ product, then don't even think about Facebook ads in that case. The intent is high, and you can straight away start with a PPC campaign or a Google Shopping ads for your e-commerce store. The next thing I want to definitely mention is one of the important metric to figure out the answer to this question, which is Facebook ads versus Google ads, is cost per acquisition. Now this is going to be very, very important, because if you don't know what is your cost per lead or cost per acquisition, and when I say acquisition, it can be cost per customer, right? If you don't know that answer, you will never be able to figure out which platform is profitable. And a very simple way to do that is install conversion tracking code, and track conversions on both the platforms. You can set $100 budget. You can basically run a Google PPC ad, and at the same time you can run a Facebook ad, and your objective can be to generate leads, right? Now once you generate leads, you will be able to then figure out how many leads you generated and what is your cost per lead. And if you are getting more leads from Facebook, now this is important, if you're getting a lot of leads from Facebook, right? And your cost per click is low, sorry, cost per lead is low, but very few of those leads are actually converting into customer, then clearly it's not working, right? Always remember, cost per lead is good to track, right? But if you are not able to convert them into customers, it's of no good. Unless and until you get that money in your bank account from a customer, you cannot say you got success. But at the same time, if you are getting few leads from Google Ads and most of those leads are converting into customers, it means Google Ads is the right choice, because the quality of those leads is very high and you are able to convert them into customers. So a combination of A/B testing is going to be important to figure out your cost per lead, number one. Next is to figure out how many of those leads are converting into customers. That will give you a sense of quality of the leads coming from both channels. So my answer, I know this was a long answer, but it was more about a strategy behind figuring out which platform is better. But what I would suggest is to run campaign on both the platforms, target the audience, and then set a clear objective, which is subscribing to a newsletter, getting leads, or acquiring a customer, and then track your cost per lead, cost per customer, and then figure out which platform is going to be more profitable in the long run. And at the end of the day, a simple answer is demand generation, that is brand awareness, go for Facebook ads. Demand capture, which is converting them into customer, go for Google ads. So that's pretty much it, guys. And let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or if certain things are unclear. Please do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.